Well, hi there, listener.
Sorry.
Oh, hey, listener.
Okay, listen. Okay.
I didn't know you were there.
Jed, this is a podcast. They can't see you, so it's definitely.
No one
taking
could see the gnarly vape rings that you
Blowing
didn't
some
blow.
sick vape clouds in here. I didn't notice you there. Welcome back for another episode, though. I'll put my vape down.
Put down the vape.
Thank you. It's the worst thing to try to edit out of podcasts.
It is, and it also makes the mic smell really bad. So
Yes,
I
it
probably
does.
shouldn't have blown it into the
Yeah.
mic there, but whatever.
Inconsiderate jerk.
I know. That's me in a
When's the
nutshell.
last time I called someone a jerk? It's been a minute.
Like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I don't think it's been that long.
Really? Did I throw jerk around?
Oh, yeah.
Usually I use more profane words. Jerk is like me trying to water it down.
True.
That's fair.
Everybody say hello to Chris,
Hey, what's up,
one
guys?
of our new hosts on Wasted Local Talent. So we
great
can
to be
get
here.
you guys that have applied caught up and in here and talk to you about what you do.
That's right.
Yeah. This week we have Gerrod Bee.
Gerrod Bee.
Gerrod Bee Music.
Check it out on Facebook.
Yeah,
Gerrod Bee
Facebook.
Music.
He plays, obviously, music. He's an acoustic act. I feel like sometimes I think that he plays with other people sometimes, but I'm not sure.
He's a lone ranger. He's a
I think he
lone
does. I think he
acoustic
collaborates
slanging
with other
ranger.
people.
Yeah. It's been a while since we recorded the episode, and I apologize for taking months to get out, but you know what? I'm busy. Sorry. So sue me.
No,
don't sue me.
Please don't sue us.
I'll literally spend the rest of my life
You ain't
in
gonna
my,
get much.
You'll
in
make
my
us cry.
potential kids' lives paying you off.
Yeah, right.
That is being very optimistic.
Yeah, you're right. I can't. No, I'm just gonna leave it at that.
So how
I'm
about
lonely.
So how about that worst kept secret intro music?
Worst kept secret.
Check it out.
Bender.
Bend
off of
what?
Her. It's off the album
Confidence, arrogance.
Confidence, Arrogance. I always get that like.
You know, I guess
You
we
must
could.
not have brought it. or
I guess
bought
we
it,
could
right?
also mention that Worst Kept Secret's going to be playing a show next weekend,
That's true. Yeah.
They absolutely
along
are.
with another band.
Some terrible
Yeah, some
Crappy
shitty metal band.
quasi death metal band.
Yeah. What's their name, Chris?
PE or something. I don't know.
Phys Ed.
yeah. Definitely check out Worst Kept Secret Friday, December 14th at 123 Pleasant Street. They are playing with Shrouded in Neglect, The Breathing Process, and Dissolution Effect.
Which is
Check them out.
your band.
Yeah, it's my band. I've been known to scream and sweat for those guys. You may know me.
And anyone else who's there.
Yeah, there's going to be all kinds of people there. So
I'll be
give
there.
Worst Kept Secret a little love. Come out early. They're going to be opening the show. So the fact that they're opening the show, it's going to be steep.
Worst kept secret's opening.
Yeah.
I'm glad I have to work until the show starts. I can miss them.
Yeah. You got an out, Daniel. You got an out.
No, I'm off. I think an hour. Starts at 9.
Starts at 9.
Yeah.
Show
I'm
starts
I'm
at
off an hour before that, and I work in Morgantown.
Doors
so.
open at $8 cover, right?
That's right.
Boom.
That's right. 18 and up. So come on down. And spread the Christmas cheer. Speaking of Christmas cheer, we got a little bit of a giveaway.
Oh, we do have
Yeah,
a giveaway.
we
We
do. We're
do.
doing The Christmas giveaway. We're doing donations from local bands and businesses.
I'm donating. My band's
Yeah.
donating. What is your band doing?
My band isn't doing shit. Honestly, I'm
They're
probably
doing
gonna.
That was more of
Literally-
a hypothetical for the listener, but
They are doing.
You looked right at me and said it.
I look at a lot. I don't know what to do with my eyes.
His band is doing literally anything other than
Yeah.
giving to the
Actually
community.
searching for proof
Doing
of
it.
flat Earth and all sorts of weird shit. No, I'm actually thinking about doing like a big After Atlas giveaway because I've got so much merch and we're not doing anything. I might just like here have some nice soft shirts.
Find a small T-shirt that you know you're not going to sell and just throw
We
it.
can't sell any of our T-shirts
Really?
because we haven't played in 6 months.
Well, that's yeah. It's difficult to get the merch cartels,
Yeah.
big cartel store going when you haven't.
So,
been doing
yeah.
shit.
So Christmas giveaway,
Christmas giveaway.
bands, businesses donating stuff. Like our stuff on Facebook. Send it to us. Make sure that you tell us so that
Yes.
we know that you've liked and followed our things. If you've already liked and followed our things, you can still take a screenshot and send it to us to be entered in. It is free. It is free things. If you're listening to this right now, stop whatever you're doing. If you're driving, pull over to the side of the road. Put on your flashers to be safe. Get as close to the guardrails as you can. And send us the pictures, okay?
Send the pics.
Yeah.
You know what pics we're talking about, and you know what pics we're not talking about.
Yes, I don't think we need to clarify. Yeah. We can. If we just
don't.
message us, we can privately explain to you
We
the
can be
difference.
subtle.
Yes.
For once.
But if you like what you're hearing, if you like this podcast, or if you don't, doesn't really matter either way. Make sure to subscribe on whatever podcast app that you're using. If you want to hear more of our stuff, we also have several other podcasts that fall under 13 Palm Trees. We've got Gurus of Gaming, we've got Video Game Mythos, and we've got D&D Kinda. You can find all of those just by searching for 13 Palm Trees in any of your favorite podcast apps.
Yes.
Boom.
Follow us on Instagram
Shameless plugs.
and Twitter, and like us on Facebook.
Yeah.
And if you do all those things, guess what? That's 3
Entries
entries
into the giveaway.
And we hope to see you maybe Friday, December 14th.
Friday, December
Yes.
14th. I will
where
be
you can
there.
see Bender live. Don't they play that at every show now?
God, I wish they did.
I wish they did. Well, maybe they will.
I bet they will if we're there, because I mean, me and you are both going to be there, so
Yeah.
we'll just go right up to the edge of the stage and just demand that they
It'll be
play.
like their free
Okay.
bird. Like they're
Yeah.
going to go up there and people are just going to demand that they play that
The
song.
first person to approach Jed and I and give us and make fun of either Jed for being bald or me for being old, I will have a 13 Palm Tree shirt for you.
I will wear a wig.
So you come to us.
Come
I
to
know
the
that
show.
you don't know who we are because this is a fucking podcast.
Well, I'm going to
You
be
can't
so
see my
easy
You
to
guys got
pick
great
out.
faces
I
for
know.
podcasts.
It'll be kind of dark, but all of the lights. If
It's not going to be dark if I'm there,
walk in and
Bring that
find
because the reflection.
find where the reflection of the stage lights are just brightening up the room, and that's where Jed is.
Yeah, look around until you're blinded and then just walk in that direction.
Yeah.
I'll still be hobbling in from my car with my walker because it's really hard to get
Listen
around in
for
there
the
and
sound
fucking hover around.
of a hover round.
I can't get to the bar because there's stairs. So
Listen for the sound of an electric wheelchair and then go in that direction.
You'll have a
But
backpack
yes.
with those shirts in it, so be sure to
no,
hit him with that zinger.
I'm only bringing
Get that
one
swag.
shirt. It will be a large, and it'll probably be black and white, black shirt, white print.
Mm-hmm.
First person to come and make fun of one of us gets that shirt. So come on out.
Come on out.
I'm gonna have to approve that with Michael, but I'm stealing a goddamn shirt.
Show some love. Come hang out. It's going to be great.
Get sweaty with us.
About to
Get
bro
sweaty.
out. All right, here's the episode.
What's up, everybody? I'm Daniel,
And I'm Jed.
and today we are wasting our talent with.
Gerrod Bee. How are you guys doing today?
Good. How are you?
Good, man.
Good, man. Great Sunday afternoon here.
It's nice out. People are mowing their lawns right next to us. It's fantastic.
Yeah. We can't hear it, though,
I can't.
which is nice.
It is very nice.
Testing that out.
Yeah.
So now we know that that's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a Clarksburg, West Virginia native, right down the road from here, and I've been playing music my whole life. My grandpa plays around town still. He has been playing for the last 40 years, and my uncles are out touring the country and the world, doing their country music thing, and I had no choice.
Yeah, it was just you were kind of born into it, huh?
just born right into that whole music. Growing up, did your dad or your parents like force you to play, or was it just something that you just wanted to do because they did it?
No, like I vividly remember, like I was 4 years old and it was Easter, and my uncle Chris got me a guitar,
Yeah.
and it had my name engraved on the bridge, and I was like, you know,
That is
that's
awesome.
sweet.
Yeah.
Time to learn.
Time to learn. Yeah.
You know, I knew like a G chord, like they taught me that at a real young age, and the G chord was hit the 4 bottom strings with your index finger on,
Yeah.
you know, on 3.
Yeah.
You know, so it was real, you know, that's all I knew. And then 7, 8 years old, I started learning lead guitar. My dad introduced me to Guns N' Roses when he came back from overseas. He'd come back in, you know, every 8 months or so. And he'd send me DVD boxes too when he wouldn't come in. So it'd be like Pearl Jam live and,
Oh, that's awesome.
you know, in Italy, or like GNR live, Use Your Illusions, 2 nights in Tokyo.
Yeah.
So
that is really
I was
cool.
introduced to
That
that
is
stuff
awesome.
at a young age and was like, whoa, this is not GAC Trace Atkins country.
Yeah.
This is some real music right here.
Yeah.
You know? So it was really cool.
So what all do you play? Obviously guitar.
Guitar was definitely the first thing, and I think naturally after that came like bass, drums. I didn't ever sing till I was about 16, and Daniel had the Main Street Cafe. I said, man, let's go do an open mic, but never sang until then, really. But I played keyboard throughout high school for, you know, the show choir. I did it for a few different schools, and I don't know, anything I could get my hands on string-wise. I can play banjo, mandolin.
Banjo's tough.
Yeah, banjo is.
Banjo is
Banjo's
pretty
real
tough,
tough.
man.
I've
You gotta-
tried.
You
Not
gotta,
for me.
just gotta pick it, man. That's it. I'm rough with like cello, violin. You know, I'm not good on the bow.
Yeah.
But that stuff's kind of fun too.
That's the only thing that I know how to play.
Yeah, Jed plays a little bit of violin.
Oh, really?
So
Yeah.
Love violin music.
Yeah, I'm not good anymore. It's definitely, I don't think I've really played consistently for like 6 or 7 years.
yeah. I don't think I've ever seen you play.
Yeah, it's you lose that ability real fast
Yeah.
whenever you're not doing it. It's very hard to pick back up.
Technique.
Yeah.
A lot of it.
Especially with like the bow and everything. Like that's one thing. Whenever
Yeah.
I've tried to play, it's one thing I could never get down. Is just that motion and like how to position the bow and
Well, I think what's tricky about that is like with bow instruments, like with a picking instrument, if you pick wrong, it might sound weird and it doesn't really sound right. But on a bow instrument, like if you're not playing it right, it sounds terrible.
bad.
Like it hurts your ears if somebody's not playing well. It's really bad.
Yeah, a lot less room for error on those
Yeah.
smaller body instruments there.
So
sorry. what type of guitar do you play right now?
Right now, my number one is a G&L Comanche.
Okay.
Those are guitars made by Leo Fender and George Fullerton.
Nice.
I don't know if you're familiar with that company. I'm
No,
actually
I'm not.
going to take a minute to praise them because these guys are phenomenal with what they do. Every one of their guitars they put out, they have plecked frets, where they go through with the machine and really make sure they're in there. And a lot of custom shop stuff. So I'm playing one of their Nashville studio guitars that got made famous in the 80s. It's a Comanche. It's like a Strat style.
Oh, nice.
All noiseless single coils, and they're staggered. They look like a Z.
Yeah.
A Z coil.
That's
So it's just a
Pretty cool,
natural
yeah.
noise canceling,
that is
single
awesome.
coil.
Yeah.
With all the little fancy gadgets in it, like the little S1 switch where you get your different pickup configurations. Just a real versatile guitar for what I do. I play all kinds of different music. So.
Yeah. So whenever you're playing out, do you you have originals and do you do covers as well? Like whenever you play out, is it like you go and play, for a couple hours, I'm assuming, and then you do, your originals and covers, or how do you really your kind of like set list? How do you set that up?
Yeah, it just depends. In the last year or so, I was playing a lot with my grandpa, and that was kind of just a setup and jam kind of deal. And, he's a real natural guy with it, plays an old beat-up Les Paul.
Yeah.
Loves old blues music, old Willie Nelson music, old everything. And then we do some new stuff, too. So that was really cool being able to play with him. So there was no structure to that. It was kind of like you look at each other and like, what do you want to play?
Just give me the key and we'll just go.
Yeah, and it's that was really cool learning from that, and then being able to go and do this own thing with my own original music that me and my cousin are playing now. Me and him have been writing together, and our sets kind of just base off, let's throw as many originals as we can.
Yeah.
Even some half-written ones from time to time that we can make up as we go.
Yeah.
That's usually how we write a good bit of them too, is just throwing them out there.
Yep. That's the best way to do it. Like, especially like live, like if you're just, we both know the key and we can just kind of, the structure and just go for it, man.
Yeah,
Because like a lot
fumble
of times you're playing live and you just improvise, you tend to, like, I know for me, if I'm just improvising like over a song that I've already written, it's like, oh, that's really cool. I'll keep that, and like it changes. It's always evolving.
The best melody maker.
Yeah.
Right there.
So-
Absolutely. But yeah, that's really a lot of what I just got into the art of was improv. So like my whole influence on music changed when I started playing in a jam band.
Yeah.
Like I started listening to jam bands that I never listened to before. Like, I used to love Dave Matthews to death
yeah.
and them, and that was a modern jam band that I think everyone, got into there in the early
Dave.
2000s.
a lot of Dave Matthews fans.
Yeah.
Around here. Yeah.
It's weird. It's like it's a not so secret society of people.
Yeah.
So, and from there, I listened to the Grateful Dead a lot and like the Allman Brothers band. So there's a lot to pick up from those jam bands who just go out every night and just throw different songs out. They'll play 200 different songs
Yeah.
in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So that's a lot what I did with them. And when it comes to the original set with me and Nick, getting back to that question you asked, we just write a lot of our originals out. We don't really plan out when we're going to play them, but we have the originals out so we don't forget them while we're playing. Oh, there's this one. And then we'll do a few sing-along covers, like your Purple Rain or
Get the crowd involved.
I'll Be Edwin McCain or, just some real cool stuff. Maybe it'll get the girls watching you,
There you go.
something like that.
That's what it's about, being a musician.
Uh,
That's why I got into it.
Yeah.
And that's
It's
why
working out really well
dude,
for you.
32, still single. a few failed.
The horde of the horde of followers that just go everywhere with you.
Yeah,
It's got to be tough.
it's a tough life.
So I know you
comment.
said that when you were about 16 was whenever you first started singing, right?
Yeah, man, I got my license and I was driving in my car. You know,
Yeah.
you sing when you drive.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone sings when they
absolutely.
drive.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
It's
You
a
know,
concert in
air
my car.
drum.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anytime
steering
I'm
wheel.
by myself, kinda.
Yeah.
It's like a concert. The best show I've ever put on. So I started singing when I was like 16, driving around this 2003 Tahoe that got like 8 miles to the gallon.
Oh, yeah.
It's beautiful.
I would like have to plan out like the Wednesday I'd come down in the downtown Clarksburg and be like, man, it's gonna take $20 to get enough gas in my car just to get back home. I was spending like $80 a week. So I traded in and got a Honda Accord. But I started singing at that age, and really that open mic stage you had together, man, that helped me out tremendously.
That was the goal, and that's what we're trying to do here too, is help
Yeah.
local.
Yeah, man, that's all you and your guys have done for years, man. Just help out any local artist while you're doing your own thing. So that's really great, man.
I just think that West Virginia has so much more to offer than what people view.
I think
us
it's coming.
as.
I think it's surfacing a
It
little
is.
bit.
It's
I
starting
really
to,
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Hopefully this will help get, people's names out there a little bit, and like maybe even bring business into West Virginia itself, people coming in, or like say, because you play out of state a lot. So this, reaches out even further, people will hear you and might come out to a show. Check you out.
absolutely. With the range of where I play, we play all over down the East Coast and stuff. And this is one of my first interviews like this, this cool laid back, setup. It's usually like I've done a few over like a couple radio stations in Morgantown and stuff. It's a little bit different.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Sitting
got
in
like a
front
piece
of
of
a-
paper. They're like, okay, question number 1.
Yeah, you're sitting in front of a desk or something,
Yeah. We can't even write. So that's why there's no structure to
Good,
this at
because
all.
I can't read. That's why I was never back.
It's a perfect fit.
Yeah.
So when you were younger, obviously you got into music at a very, very, very early age. At what point did you kind of realize, like, yeah, I want to do this. Like, I want to play music. Like, that's what I want to do. Like, go to shows, be an artist, that kind of thing.
Like Guns N' Roses 92 / jumped off like the top of the stage intro to Night Train. I was like, oh, I want to do that.
Yeah.
I want to be a rock star.
Damn, you actually have like a specific,
Yeah, just
like,
like that
one
moment.
specific
Yeah.
thing
Yeah.
was like, yep, I want to do that.
Sylvester Skunk t-shirt on, no top hat, probably on a 5-day, maybe 2-week bender or something.
Yeah.
Just yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, that's rock. That's rock and roll.
Yep.
That's, I'm not even so much rock and roll anymore as I used to be, but that was like life-changing there.
Yeah. So style-wise, like your music, what would you kind of compare it to?
Ooh, that's
Like
tough.
your originals. Like if somebody hadn't heard your music, didn't know anything about you, how would you describe your sound?
It's got this soulful, bluesy bass to it, and it's got this modern pop feel just sprinkled all over the top of it.
Yeah.
And then you just find your spaces in between of that Appalachian influence and bluegrass influence, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
We never tried to put a label on anything when we went into writing. You just kind of
Just write and
come out with it. I'm sure you know that.
Oh yeah. I've got everything from I've written kind of country style songs, I've written metal, all sorts of stuff. It's just in the moment, whatever you feel.
Oh, yeah.
And then you kind of take what fits together if you want to do a band and be like, this is us, because you go to a show and you don't want to watch a band that's like, these are all originals. Here's a country song, here's a metal song, here's, a pop song. Now we're a boy band. And we
Yeah.
play the backing tracks. So
Sounds like my Pandora playlist.
yeah, that definitely does. So but I had something. I lost it.
It's gone.
gone. It's gone.
When
Never back.
you're writing, you got to have a theme.
Oh yeah.
Mostly, like when you're developing your sound. I think theme is important. You can't, you can stray away a little bit, but you still have to have a nice base of an idea of what you want to do. So as long as you have that there, and then you have your creative mind, rolling, whether it's a good day or bad day,
Oh yeah.
just take your chances at it. I've been trying to write as much as possible.
Yeah. Yeah, like I know I have songs. I actually have a song that I keep pulling up that I've been working on since 2004, 2005. It's still not finished. But then I have days where back in February, I was taking a shower and I had this little melody in my head, and I went in to record, and I didn't actually play any guitar or anything on it at first. I just got the melody down, and then within 3 hours I had a full song written. It's like sometimes it just comes, sometimes, like in this one song that I've been working on is just, I want it to be amazing, and everything that I try is just not quite what I want.
Yeah.
So, and typically what I write to it, I end up taking and making into another song. So like I've got probably about 15 songs that have spawned off of this one song that I've been working on for 14 years.
Yeah,
So,
I like the ones where you just piece together verse to verse from different parts of your notes or something in your phone. I like to do that sometimes.
Yeah.
See, that's like, to me, that's the aspect of music that's just like voodoo. Like how somebody can, I mean, I love music, like absolutely. I fucking love music, but I don't get how, because you hear stories about bands that like, what was it? Sweet Child of Mine, actually. Speaking of Guns N' Roses, that was just like a warm up that he was just playing, just to warm up his fingers before. I think they were like maybe playing a set. I don't remember exactly what it was.
Probably a troubadour or something.
But yeah, he was just like warming up and was just playing whatever just to warm up, and everyone was like, "Whoa, do that again." And that's where Sweet Child of Mine came from. And it's like that's crazy that you can just hear notes and just all of a sudden things just blossom out of that.
Yeah, it is unreal.
Yeah.
Like you can't explain it sometimes. A lot of people who just can naturally pick up a guitar and strum a few chords. Most of them will be like, I don't know, but I know this.
Yeah.
That's the way, I'm sure you're the same way with your ear with music. Like, people are like, how can you just listen to a song on the radio and just play to it? It's like, well, to me, it just comes naturally. So, like, it's not that impressive to me. It's just, that's always the way I've always been. So, like, being able to hear something and then play along to it and be in key, I don't even need to know what key it is. I can just hear it. And I don't read music. I don't know chords. I can't, nothing. GACD, whatever. Like, I don't, but if I hear it, I can play it. It's, I'm sure it's probably the same with you before you actually learned to play chords. And I'm sure you read music and all that.
Yeah, I learned to, going into high school and stuff, I was asked to go, play guitar, play piano with choir or whatever. So that's kind of when I learned to start reading. Took a little bit of music theory.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was always listening on the radio, singing along to like Johnny Cash or something, picking up the key, and just feeling it out on a guitar. I think it just takes a lot of those hours you'd spend maybe in your bedroom with your like Squire Strat, just trying to play along to the radio. That time adds up somewhere. I think it's a little bit later on down the line. Wish I would have appreciated that time a little bit more.
That's whenever my dad tried to get me to like go over his old songs, like a bunch of stuff from the 60s, 70s, stuff like that, he'd be playing there. And that's what got me, thinking about playing music, was listening to him. But he was always like, you just learn to read this, like learn this, that. And I'm like, just didn't do it. But now I'm 32 and I'm like, that's probably a good,
Probably should have learned that.
Probably should have learned that.
Good thing to have in your back pocket. But I learned a little bit too much there for a while. I got a little burnout on the theory stuff. So, and, I played sports through school, so I never had the guitar all the time.
Yeah.
Until I was out of school. But I think that gave me enough break to come back to it, later and just take a fresh start on my sound. Yeah. And that's just kind of what I did, just revamp my whole thing, and I'm running with it.
Yeah. So how old are you now?
I'm 20, just turned 20. Yeah, I'm a young guy.
So you're fresh out of a couple years out of high school, and you're already touring up and down the East Coast. Do you book all of your own shows up and down the East Coast? Or do people...
that's a good thing to have. I mean, we have friends, who help us out and get us set up in certain places. Like down in Nashville, that's all with the help of good friends and good songwriters down there. And, family, of course, with the Davison Brothers Band, and, they help us out down there too. But yeah, mostly, everywhere else, it's kind of like word of mouth. Someone saw us play somewhere. and they want to have us at their their location or their venue. And friends down in Myrtle Beach, we go down there and play every 6 months, I'd say. Now a nice little cycle going on with them.
Whereabouts do you play down there?
I played at Broadway at the beach. This last time I was down there, the 4th of July week, played 5 shows, 5 days down there at Broadway.
Yeah.
So that was cool. It's a nice spot. I haven't really played on the Boulevard much, but I think we're gonna hit a couple different locations, near North Myrtle Beach next time and mix it up a little bit.
Do you know? So my band's played down there a couple times. What's his name? Brian Rossler. That's who gets us down there. He's just an acoustic artist as well.
I didn't know if you'd I've heard him.
Yeah, that's why I was asking. Like maybe you would be kind of crazy if you had like that mutual connection.
Oh no, it would be. Usually that's the way it happens. You run into people who are friends with people back home. But no, I've had a chance to meet a lot of great solo, singer songwriter, acoustic players down there.
Yeah.
Guys who've opened for us, and maybe I've opened for them. Good talent down there. Way different from here. People's influences and what they listen to. So it's kind of good to go get thrown in the fire somewhere else. From time to time.
Yeah. So do you have anything, any of your original stuff recorded out there for anybody to listen to?
No, not right now. Actually, it's kind of like advised to just chill out for a little bit and just keep writing and keep working. Just record some, good quality material. I think we're looking for a. Maybe like a home run hitter quality type of sound before we do anything. I've recorded in my bedroom. I record on my phone. Send it through Dropbox, whatever you got to do. Send some ideas back and forth. But, no studio work.
No studio work. Yeah.
In Nashville, I did some vocal work. That's about it.
Yeah.
Just getting my feet wet.
Yeah. So did you record, so you said you did vocal work down there. Were you doing vocal stuff for another artist?
Technically, yeah. But, we all write songs together.
Okay, so you're just...
But it was for another artist. The way things work down there, just pitching stuff to other artists is, sometimes the way it works. So you just kind of write, amongst each other, and then if somebody has a song they want you to be on, you
just
thank you, let's go work. So it's really cool.
Excuse me.
So it's a lot of collaboration then.
Oh yeah, and it's actually really cool. It's like very, friendly, oriented, family style oriented, with, I feel like if you're, under a certain, label and, you got certain guys under that label too, you're there to collaborate anyway.
Yeah. So I know like, as a musician, you hear going down to Nashville, that sounds really intimidating. But for people,
it really does.
Because it's like, it's Nashville. Like it's fucking Nashville.
Yeah. I've done like months ago before I even was down there a little bit. Want to go to Nashville?
Yeah.
Ooh,
yeah. It's like, dun, dun, dun. Do I want to do that? Do I want to be, that like small drop in a big pond, But I know a few people that have been down there and have actually, a friend of mine went down there to do original music, like solo stuff. And he's actually got into writing EDM music and has sold some songs to bigger EDM artists. And he's writing, he actually wrote a song for a church that did a live music video, and it like within 24 hours it got 5, 6, 7,000 views on YouTube, and it's just continues growing. So like, if I feel like Nashville, if you're a good artist and a good musician, like you could go down there and you put any of your kind of ideas out there to anybody, and it's a good spot.
There's definitely room to grow down there, and there's a lot of opportunity. It comes, with the more population, bigger city. And everyone down there just seems like they're just everything's music related. Every corner you turn, there's a studio or a guitar shop, or just I don't know. I loved it down there.
I've never been. That's someplace that I definitely need to go at some point. And I've got a few friends that live down there, and they're like, "Come down sometime." I'm like, "Well, I'll try to," and I never do. It's like, be a cool spot, but yeah.
Yeah. So obviously music is a big part of your life. Outside of music, what would you say is like your biggest hobby?
Biggest hobby right now? I haven't been doing much of anything but music. I like playing basketball. On off days. I play with friends from high school. We go down to our local church, and we run some games down there. You know, try to stay in shape and have some fun and be around friends when I'm home. You know, I play a lot of PlayStation sometimes, sitting up, you know, late at night. You know, just basically sports stuff, though. Maybe some Call of Duty here and there, but you know, not really big on the whole PlayStation anymore either, man.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine 20 years old, touring as much as you are, like, that's got to take up a lot of time.
Yeah, a lot of my time. You know, a lot of it's just building relationships and being personable with people.
Yeah.
So I'm learning a lot of that. You know, in the last 2 years I've been out of school. You know, trying to be a better person and just, you know, be a good person with those around you. And it's really cool to see how much that helps you with everything.
Yeah.
So a lot of opportunity just stems from good people you surround yourself with.
Yeah.
Really cool. You know, I didn't believe in quantum physics, but, you know, positivity definitely feeds positivity.
You're a quantum physics guy, aren't you, Judd? Big on.
I mean, I like
you didn't.
science.
Well, you did like work some with it. Is that what you did?
It wasn't. It was astrophysics.
Astrophysics. I
Yeah.
knew it was something physics, but yeah,
Yeah.
off topic.
I don't know anything about astrophysics, so I'm going to ask you,
Sure.
what is astrophysics?
So astrophysics is just, I mean, physics in itself is just, you know, a science of how everything basically interacts, right? Astrophysics specifically relates to astronomical physics. And I know that's like not a good explanation. Basically, it's just like the physics behind how bodies of matter interact with each other in space. So like planets,
I
gravity.
like space.
Like, and it works differently in that setting than it does here. I mean, everything is uniform across the board, but it's like, I'm trying to think of a good example. So like one of the things that astrophysics has is like there's an equation out there, and I don't remember it, and I don't remember the name of it, but there's an equation out there. I actually believe Einstein originally proposed it, but it tells you that if two like stars or black holes are orbiting each other, you can plug in their mass and their volume and their distance from each other, and you can tell the rate at which they orbit each other and how close it, like, you know, if one is getting pulled towards the other, how much closer that they'll get with every revolution. It gets very nitty gritty. But yeah, that's
That definitely sounds like it.
overall look at it.
And I'm still going to take my chance here. I'm just going to jab you with questions about space now because I feel like you've been left out on this music talk.
Sure.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just going to cut you deep with a couple.
Go for it.
Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory.
What do you think about it?
The show or the actual?
No. Yeah, I've never watched the show. I've heard great things about it, though.
I used to like it growing up. Now it's just repetitive at this point.
I still like it for filler, but
Yeah.
But no, I mean, what do I think about it? I don't know.
I mean, do you think it's like a real thing?
Probably. I mean, that's what all the science. I mean, so the thing with the scientific theory is that it's not really a theory in the sense of it's a guess. You know, it's not like you're just guessing. A theory is something that has been tested and validated by the scientific community. Now, obviously, we don't really have necessarily like visible, observable proof that you can, you know, see and feel because it's so far back in the past. But it's one of those things that it is the most likely thing to have happened based on the things that we can observe, like microwave radiation throughout the universe and cosmic radiation.
Yeah, I haven't been big much on the space theory stuff, but that makes the most sense to me.
Yeah.
When it comes down to those scientific theories.
So you've been on tour now for how long?
Well, I think we really started. I started picking up in May of this year, and usually that does happen naturally, even when you're not touring, just because of summertime, and you know everyone wants to hear some live music somewhere. But me and my cousin, Nick, we opened up our schedule and sent out some emails to preferred locations where, we would want to play. And we got back a crazy response that, we just didn't really expect. So we opened up our schedule for this summer, and that's through September. We opened that up in May, and it got booked up in like 4 days.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
So we were like, whoa. We didn't expect it. We were kind of just like, yeah, let's go out this summer. Let's play, our original songs we've been writing. It's a good thing. Took off. So it was really cool.
Awesome.
And we were like, let's get our big boy pants on and let's go work,
Yeah.
Went and bought a new acoustic for it and stuff. We just do a lot of acoustic duo stuff, 2 vocals, 2 acoustics through a Bose. Simple.
Mm-hmm.
So I know you said that, you don't have any recorded material out, anything like that right now. If somebody wanted to follow you and see like where you're going to be playing, like what kind of, are you on social media?
Yeah. I'll promote my page a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead,
Gerrod
man.
Bee Music. You can find me on Facebook. Mostly that's where I just put out all of my information because it's shareable to a lot of platforms from there. And, a lot of people are on Facebook nowadays. I feel like,
Yeah,
I
that's
just,
kind of like a default thing.
they say Instagram's a big thing. I get, a so much better response from Facebook right now. I think the algorithm's all messed up with Instagram right now.
Yeah.
I'm getting like half the likes I used to.
Yeah.
It's like, man.
Did they change Instagram to where you have to like pay to boost? Kind of like how you do with Facebook? That might be why.
I think I want to say Facebook actually bought Instagram.
I kind of
Facebook
feel like
owns-
they did.
Yeah, I'm almost
They
positive.
own
Facebook owns
Instagram, so it's kind of got the same, like, you can, the way that I've researched and stuff, like, in order to get followers naturally and to get people to like your stuff, like, you've got to be on there and you've got to follow and like hashtag the right things on Instagram. It's like a full-time job.
Yeah.
And I hate it. But, unless you're famous, you're not going to get a bunch of followers, like, just because you're, but it's, and with the promotion and stuff on Instagram, it's kind of the same as Facebook where you pay and it's sponsored and then it'll shoot it out like in the middle of your feed. So you're scrolling through and you'll see like, like with 13 palm trees, like it's just on mine from where we've paid for the ads. So that aspect is kind of the same. I don't really get too involved in Instagram except for my shirtless selfies that I like to take. So
Oh, I see him.
there's that, yeah.
I see him.
Honestly, though, I mean, you say it's like a full-time job, but that's a thing now. Is like
Oh, yeah.
lot of
social media
a lot of
coordinators and
not even big bands and businesses, like even just smaller, will hire someone specifically for that.
I mean, you see
just
people
to
throwing
handle
their
social media.
cash around, throwing the videos out there. This is how much I make from doing this. And it is a real thing. I've talked to
yeah.
people who do it. Now, I used to think it was, bullshit or something.
Yeah.
These people were making that money from marketing, but you sell yourself out to it completely.
oh yeah.
So
Yeah,
you'll
for sure.
definitely get an unfollow from me if you're putting out your hair product every day. I don't want to see it every
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, that's like that's an instant.
Jed follows
no
all
for
those hair
me.
products, obviously.
Yeah,
Luscious, man. Luscious.
that's my thing.
Had to.
Every episode,
Every single one.
you got to talk shit about the hair.
So love life.
Love life.
Let's
boy.
get a little deep.
Oh man,
All right.
So you're 20.
Go in
You're a
there.
good looking dude.
Thanks, Daniel.
You're welcome.
awkward silence.
We're gonna go make out now. No,
Drops in like, I have a girlfriend.
your girlfriend.
And she keeps everything together when I'm not around, when I'm not home. God bless her. We've been together for a year and a half now. It's like any other relationship when you're 20 years old.
Yeah.
You get your day-to-day stuff, but I'm learning a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of trial and error.
Oh yeah, that's
So those bar scene chicks aren't my thing. I've
Yeah.
definitely realized that over time, and I finally found a good girl to at least keep me in line and keep everything together at home. Like I said, room clean, clothes.
so she's
Clean.
pretty cool with you, being a musician, going out on the road.
Yeah, it was a change of pace for us both there at the beginning of this year, but I've adapted. She's adapted a little bit. You know, you still deal with some stuff here and
Yeah.
there, but overall we're doing all right. I think.
Yeah, that's good. Like being able to find somebody that you can, be in a relationship with, and being a musician, that's tough.
Since
It's hard.
since this is going to be audio only, none of you can see the green jealousy emanating from Daniel's eyes right now as he says that sentence.
What?
Yeah, he is jealous.
Being able
Not
to
of
find
me.
somebody.
No, he's not jealous of me. He's jealous of her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm totally jealous of her, not him. No, I'm being serious. Like as a musician, I've been in relationships where they're like, oh yeah, I'm cool with you playing music and stuff. And then back whenever I was in my old band, Darling Waste, and we would literally be touring for 3-4 months at a time, and they would just dip. They're just like, I can't do this. I don't trust you on the road. It's it's tough to find, somebody that's really willing to stick by you in that, especially if you're following your dream and you're not making any money doing it, or not a lot of money doing it,
Yeah, they're usually always lying when they say they can handle it.
Yeah.
Because they can't, and they'll have to learn to if they have a chance of doing it.
Yeah.
Musician stuff,
That's why you just get a dog.
Yeah, just take a dog. We actually,
road dog.
yeah, we had, what was his name? Captain Danger in Darling Waste. He was our little chihuahua. He would come out on the road with us sometimes.
Oh,
God,
that's
you
awesome.
guys took a
Captain
little
Danger.
chihuahua?
Fuck yeah.
See, I'd want to take
great.
a big
That's
German Shepherd or something, or a tiger.
Tiger.
Yeah.
That would be interesting. On tour with a tiger.
Yeah, that's my goal right there. Actually, I want to
That's-
be able to
that's-
make that
that's
much
where you
money
know
where I
you've
can.
made it, when
I'm
you can
taking
bring
my
a tiger.
tiger.
Take
with
your
me.
tiger.
Might bring him on stage.
There you go.
Just sit on his back and play.
Katy Perry. Or the line, right?
I don't remember, but I know what you're talking
Oh my
about.
God.
Was that the Super
The
Bowl?
Super Bowl halftime?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Man, one of the funniest
Was it-
memes.
Was that the one where the sharks came out and danced?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Was it a
was.
tiger or was it a lion?
I don't remember what
I don't
it
know.
was.
I want to.
I want to say lion.
Lion?
I do want to say
It
lion.
was definitely a jungle cat for sure.
Yeah. Because
It's
she's
one of
got
the
that
jungle
Eye of the Tiger song.
Yeah.
You're gonna hear me roar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally a
that
lion. Totally a lion.
I think
but
that
it's-
was the song, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's the Super Bowl, so it was 4 or 5 songs all kind of
mashed up.
mixed together.
That's another thing that irritates me. Super Bowl halftimes.
How sad.
It's not the show that they put on, but the fact that as a band, and I forget who it was. I think it was the Chili Peppers. But they signed the contract to do the Super Bowl halftime, and they came out, and they're like, "Oh, you're not actually playing; it's all pre-recorded, and you have to make it look like you're playing." And I either read it somewhere or somebody told it to me, so I don't know how true this is, but apparently, whenever they got out there and started playing, they unplugged their instruments so everybody would know.
Yeah, they
that-
did.
Yeah, did they do that? Yeah.
Yes, I
Like-
remember
That seems like a
watching it.
very Chili Peppers thing to
Yeah.
do.
It was I
mean, I would
forget
do that.
exactly, but it was very blatantly obvious.
Yeah.
It was.
I remember seeing something about them where it wasn't the Super Bowl, obviously, but some show that they played somewhere. I don't remember any of the details about it, but something happened that had pissed them off. And Flea, when they went out on stage, was naked and was just covering himself up with his bass. And he was just in boots and nothing else and played the entire show like that, just as a way to protest
Yeah.
whatever it was that had made
mean,
them mad.
That sounds just like a normal Flea thing to do anyway.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
I feel like
that's
I've
really
seen-
not that out of character for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been through a lot of YouTube concerts. I feel like I've definitely seen Flea's ass a few times.
Oh, yeah.
on stage.
Definitely. That guy is nuts.
He
So,
is.
what's the craziest thing that's ever happened to you on the road?
So on the road.
Yeah. Or locally, at a show. What's the just the craziest experience that you've had?
That's a good question, and I have to answer it. So give me a second.
Okay. Yeah, you're fine.
There's a lot of stuff that this has probably happened.
Yeah.
The real thing is, which one are you comfortable with saying right now?
Yeah.
I couldn't. I really couldn't pinpoint the craziest thing that has happened, like road related. Man, when I was down in Myrtle the last time, But it was 4th of July, and there were fireworks going off, and I was like standing there watching the finale. And when it comes time to tear down, we take our guitars and stuff up to the storage room because we were playing the same circuit, all week.
Yeah.
So we're able to go put it away real close by.
Yeah.
So we're on the first trip upstairs to carry this equipment in, after the fireworks are done. And we get upstairs and we look back down, over top of this, huge bar. It's like a big club layout, but we were playing on the patio.
Yeah.
So we still have like a Martin D18 sitting down there in its hard case, and my phone sitting up on this banister.
Yeah.
And I go back down, my phone's gone. Of course. Someone stole my phone, but the guitar is still sitting right there, like a $3,000 guitar, but they want to take my phone.
Yeah. That shows you that people,
Yeah, so they shut my
don't know
phone
the
off.
value of musical equipment.
Yeah, they don't. So my phone is shut off right now, and we're back at the hotel, and I'm like, whoa. So my girlfriend pins my location from home. I find my iPhone's turned off on my phone somehow, but I shared my location with her through messages.
Yeah.
So there's like a loophole there
Yeah.
with your location. So she was able to pin my location as soon as this kid turned the phone on. And he was a half hour outside of Myrtle. I call, and he answers, and he gives this terrible false story about how he found my phone on the back of his truck, So I'm like, all right, man, sounds good. I just want to go over there and get my phone with no problems.
Yeah.
We go over to get my phone. This kid's name is Gerrod, and his friend who's with him is named Nick, and his dad lives in West Virginia. Like, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Too many coincidences going on.
Yeah.
So have you ever have you seen The Hateful Eight?
No, I haven't.
So this doesn't give anything away, but there's a scene in the movie where Kurt Russell is in the movie, and there's a scene in the movie where Kurt Russell, I'm pretty sure it's Kurt Russell, smashes a guitar against a pole and just destroys it. Well, they had one of the actresses was actually a musician, and so the guitar that she was playing in that scene before he grabs it, they had multiple guitars, right? Obviously. And she was supposed to be playing the prop guitar, but she wasn't. And she was playing this one of a kind, couple hundred, its worth was a couple $100,000.
Wow.
And I don't remember the significance behind the guitar, but it was some guitar that a famous guitarist had, and it was an antique basically, and was worth a shitload of money. And she had that one instead. So Kurt Russell grabs it, and in the movie, in that scene, when he destroys it, it is a one-of-a-kind guitar that he destroys.
Wow.
Why the fuck? So let me just jump in the mind of the fucking idiot prop guy.
Yeah.
It's okay, listen, in this scene, a guitar is going to be destroyed, so I think that we should have a couple props, and then let's just get this fucking antique guitar for you to play on, to dick around in, so it looks good for the cut. Fuck off.
Yeah, I'm wondering.
That's such horseshit.
Well, I don't think it was.
This was
I think someone brought that guitar so that it could be played.
The director or producer probably got it from a friend.
Well, they had loaned it away from a museum or something like that.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's unreal.
Yeah. So when you ever sit down to watch that movie and you see that scene, just remember that's a one-of-a-kind guitar.
I'll tell you, I was in Nashville not too long ago, and I was in and out of these old relic guitar shops, corner. They're everywhere, by the way. All these awesome guitars shops with old Gibsons, old Martins, old Gibson acoustics, whatever you can imagine. And I was able to go in a couple of these places and play $20,000 Les Pauls, and whatever I wanted. And I play a Yamaha acoustic.
Yeah.
One of their real nice LL series ones. But a Yamaha nonetheless. And, I was playing $6,000 Martins in and out of these guitar shops, telling myself, I'm going to buy an acoustic down here because this is the place to do it.
Yeah.
They have anything you ever wanted, and none of them sounded as good as that Yamaha.
Really?
Yeah, a Yamaha that I bought up here in Bridgeport.
Yeah.
Just a Yamaha acoustic. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm a
that's-
big Martin guy.
I like the
Acoustically,
stiffness of a Martin.
Yeah. I think that just that sound, man, that deep, just love it.
See, if I were to get a Martin, I feel like I'd get a dreadnought body one, like an acoustic. But I've heard good things about their like triple O bodies. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
Dreadnoughts are kind of where I float towards.
One of our songs that we recorded back in 2016, 2015, I forget what year it was when we started recording. Anyway, it's called Gonzo. And the guitar in the beginning of it, it's clean. There's acoustic and there's clean electric played the exact same on both, like one on either side or something like that. I don't know how he mixed it in, but the acoustic guitar, we were going to play it on just like I don't even know, like maybe a Fender acoustic, but the guy we were recording with has a mini Martin. It's like just little travel size, and it sounds so fucking good. And we just mic'd it up and fucking did it that way, dude. It sounds really cool.
I love those little
Yeah.
guitars like that.
Yeah, they're so nice. And honestly, for a Martin, I mean, yeah, it's a mini Martin, so you can't really, do a lot of crazy shit with it. Sounds good. It's like $250.
Yeah, Ed Sheeran it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I like those guitareles. You ever play one of those? It's a 6-string ukulele, but like a guitar.
Yeah.
A little bit longer scale. They're tuned to A. Badass.
Huh.
I could sit and play one for hours. Hours, write songs
look
on
at
it
that,
for
yeah.
days. Just one of those kind of
yeah.
sounds.
Yeah.
Very original sounding. Super sweet.
that's really cool.
And they're only like $200.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to look into that.
Do it.
Thanks everybody for listening. This has been Jed.
And I'm Daniel.
And I'm
this week-
Gerrod Bee. I ruined it. Thank you guys for having me once again on this show. This is great stuff.
No problem.
Absolutely,
man.
dude.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Until next time.
Until next time, follow us on Twitter.
Like our shit.